Welcome to Shomach Shova on the Daf. She responds to Nishma Sam Yakashom Lea Pasitzchok. We're holding Basra Daf Yudalit. The Gemara in the end of Amud Bey says, Umi Koson, who wrote the Tanakh? Says the Gemara, Moshe Kosov Sifroi u Parshas Bilam. Moshe Rabbeinu wrote the Sefer Torah, and he wrote also Parshas Bilam. What's Parshas Bilam? Parshas Bilam is Parshas Bolak in the Torah, is what Bilam gave the brachas to Am Yisrael. And the obvious question is, why is that stand on its own? Moshe Rabbeinu wrote Sefer Torah, part of the Sefer Torah is Parshas Balak. Why is Parshas Balak not part of the Sefer of Moshe Rabbeinu? So we'll start with an answer of the Maharil Diskin. In the end of the Tshuva Sefer, there's a Haggadah on this Gemara. And the Maharil Diskin goes there to explain a big yesod of the Nevuah of Nevi'im. How does prophecy work? Explains the Maharil Diskin that the Nevuah is that a person, the Navi, sees some image. But what he sees in the image is not 100% clear. He needs to go and interpret what he understood, what he saw. What the image was telling us. That's why sometimes you have Nevi'im, they have different explanations. Each one has his own version of what he saw, because each one has to interpret it a different way. He brings a mashal, it's like looking through a glass. Well, it depends what the color of the glass is. If the glass is colored in red, he will see through the glass everything in red. If it's colored in blue, he'll see in blue. What the person sees depends through what lens he's looking through. Each person, each Navi has another lens to look through. And that explains the difference between the Nevuah of Moshe Rabbeinu and Shar Nevi'im. As the Gemara tells us in Nevuah Moshe Rabbeinu is talking about Spaklayu HaMe'iro. He saw the most clearest image possible. He saw everything the way they actually are. Other Nevi'im is talking about Spaklayu She'eino Me'iro. They didn't see such a clear image. They have an image that needs to be interpreted, and each one has his own interpretation. So says the Maharil Diskin, when Moshe Rabbeinu wrote the Torah, he wrote the Torah the way he saw things in the most clearest way possible. Not only what was told to him, but also when he was quoting other people. When he was quoting Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov Avinu. He didn't just copy what they said or what they saw. He saw the vision of what they saw and interpreted it in the words of Moshe Rabbeinu. He wrote the Sefer Torah in his understanding. But when it comes to Bilam, it's different. The way the Maharil Diskin explains it, that Bilam, he wanted to come and interpret the Nevuah in a different way. But HaKadosh Baruch Hu did is HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave Bilam also a Spaklayu HaMe'iro. Bilam was a Navi in the level of Moshe Rabbeinu, especially in his brachas. HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him an image where he cannot come and interpret it in any other way. He saw the most clearest image possible. That's why he was not able to be Mekabel Yisrael. He can't curse Am Yisrael. Because whatever he saw, that's what he had to say. There's no other interpretation. So Moshe Rabbeinu there just copied paste what Bilam saw. There's no other image Moshe Rabbeinu has to see which is not clear, because Bilam saw already the clearest image. HaKadosh Baruch Hu already showed the clearest image possible in the world. Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't have to come and see it in his own vision. It's already there. So he just goes and he copies the words of Bilam. That's why Moshe Rabbeinu wrote Sifroi u Parshas Bilam. His Sefer he wrote the way he understands it, the way he saw it, the Nevuah Moshe Rabbeinu. Parshas Bilam, he was just matik Bilam, just copied what Bilam said. Rav Shach and Avi Ezri, per example, Yisodei HaTorah Halacha Vov, quotes the entire Maharil Diskin, and he says, "V'nei ein li malo sif al dvarim ha'amitim alolu." So there's such true things, nothing to add. He says, I'm just going to add one point. That when Avraham Avinu went to do the Akedah, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was very clear with Avraham Avinu. He said, "Kach le'od bincho esechidecho asher ohavto es Yitzchok." Why did it be so clear? When Avraham Avinu is going to try to change something? But because the Nevi'im see not a clear image, like the Maharil Diskin explained, so they can interpret it in different ways. Avraham Avinu can come and say, maybe HaKadosh Baruch Hu did not really mean to tell me to take Yitzchak. As we know in the end, it doesn't really make sense. So therefore there's supposed to be a very clear image, different than a regular Nevuah that everybody has except Moshe Rabbeinu. Another Mahalach to explain this is based on Reb Tzadok's Kohen. Tzadok Kohen says this the Kuda a lot in the Sfarim, but when you connect it to Bilam, he says it only in one place, and Tzidkas HaTzadik is Kuf Lamed Aleph. The Yisrael of Tzadok is that by Am Yisrael there's two Mahalchim. There's the Mahalach of Olam HaMaaseh. What do you do? What Am Yisrael does, that's he's judged based on his Maaseh. That's how the Torah is revealed in the world. You do good, you get good. You do bad, Chas Hashem, the opposite. But then, Am Yisrael has another level, where they're completely connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and Yisrael Api Shechat Yisrael. And the rule is that Kulam Boim Nar Olam Haba, Kol Yisrael Shelchek Olam Haba, even the biggest Rishonim in the world also go to Olam Haba. The Chelek of Am Yisrael, which is connected to HaKadosh Baruch Hu in a way which is above the Maaseh, above what you do, but more who you are. And this we mentioned in previous shiurim that the Leshem explains based on this why Olam Haba is not mentioned in the Torah. Because Olam Haba comes even when a person Chas Shalom did bad, he also gets Olam Haba at the end of the day. Kulam boim Olam Haba. And the Torah is only speaking about the Maisim. What you deserve, not what you don't deserve. That's a different level that the Torah does not address. So Zokam Tzadok Beremes, Bilam is speaking about the Maila of Am Yisrael. Ma toivu alecha Yaakov. How great Am Yisrael are. Above the Maisim, above their level of what they're doing. But in the level of who they are. The rest of the Torah is not like that. So that's what the Gemara means to say, Moshe Rabbeinu wrote the Kol Torah Kulo, which is based on Olam HaMaaseh, what you do. And then there's Parshas Bilam, which is a different level of Torah. It's a Torah that looks at Am Yisrael, the who they are, and not what they do. And we're married on this in our Sefer Ma'aneh Cheskel and Sefer Bamidbar. Anyone who wants to join the Shor Machshava email list to WhatsApp group, please email shormachshava@gmail.com.